Welcome back inside the Cashman Center in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. Jimmy Cook coming to you live alongside Francis Williams as the Adidas Summer Championships continue with a matchup pitting play hard, play smart in the black jerseys on your screen on the far left side of the court. Led by Jordan Brown, ranked number 6 on the Rivals 2018 class. All of us from Arizona, Cal, Nevada, Oregon, St. John's, and UCLA. Meanwhile, out from their baby blue jerseys last night into their gray uniforms, the big ballers of Big Baller brand once again continuing their invasion of Adidas. Hosting, or housing I should say, Lamelo Ball, one of the top guards in the 2019 class, committed to UCLA. And as I bring my partner in crime here in Vegas, Francis Williams, into the fray. Francis, the crowd isn't quite as stacked to capacity as it was yesterday, in part because the environment's a little more controlled with the barricades on the sides of the floor. But at the same time, there is still a palpable sense of energy that the Big Baller brand has invaded us once again.
Yeah, there's definitely a buzz. You know, the game starting last night at 9 o'clock allowed a lot more people to get here as opposed here in the middle afternoon at 2:40. But there's still a buzz. A lot of people here want to see ball, but I think the play hard, play smart will be motivated by the buzz that's in the crowd, and I expect to see a good performance from them today.
And definitely one of the things we want to look at is yesterday SC Supreme really focused on controlling Lamelo Ball, a sloppy performance from him. He was still able to put up 36 points, 12 boards, and 5 assists, but he took a number of shots to get there. How do you expect their offensive game plan to kind of revolve around him again, but against a different opponent, maybe try to open up his game a little more?
I don't think they'll do anything different. I mean, the way they play is the way they play. He's the focal point of what they do offensively. They're a good three-point shooting team, though, overall. I mean, they have a lot of guys on the floor that can shoot the ball, but, I mean, he's the focal point. He gets probably more than half the shots that they take, and that's how they go at it. But they'll have their hands full with Jordan Brown, as you said, 6'11", and one of the most highly ranked players in his class. They'll have their hands full with him.
And that'll be the interesting adjustment to see how the Big Baller brand handles taking on another star. As we mentioned, they went up against Zion Williamson last week as a shot of, last night I should say, the shot of Lonzo Ball in the house. Older brother to Lamelo Ball, the former UCLA Bruin, now LA Laker. And there's the man himself, Lavar Ball, the CEO of Big Baller brand. And an incredible story by Gary Parrish of CBSSports.com earlier today, talking about the fact that 2 years ago when he was at this event covering it, the Ball family was here and there was a sense of, you know, anonymity to them. Very relatively unknown. And now you can't walk in a room with Lavar without hundreds of people trying to talk about his children and his brand.
As much negativity that surrounds some of his tactics, he's obviously relevant because people are still talking about it.
That's the AAU parents' dream, by the way. I don't agree with all the tactics of Lavar Ball, but I agree with what he's doing in terms of that he extremely cares about his kids. And he is he's the Michael Jordan of AAU parents.
He has created a brand, and he is marketing it to the extreme. And in terms of the financial piece of it, I mean, it's working out well for him and his family. So how Lonzo handles it here at the next level as he gets into the NBA, we'll see. He's handled it well so far. The younger one coming behind him, he's he's still young, got a lot to learn, as does Lonzo. But we'll see, ultimately how the whole thing pans out.
Big Ballers will be in the gray jerseys, black numerals with the black trim. Meanwhile, black jerseys, white numerals, and the black trim for player play smart as they get ready to break their huddle. Some final adjustments being squared away between both these teams. Play hard, play smart went 4-4 in the Gauntlet series in Atlanta and Dallas, but did not appear in the Gauntlet finale in South Carolina. Meanwhile, the Big Ballers, again, not an Adidas brand. They're a Big Ballers brand, invading the event. The back tap is controlled by Play Hard, Play Smart. Let's have some summer fun here at the Adidas Summer Championships. Play Hard, Play Smart will start with the possession. Elias King controls. They tried to feed it inside. Now it's stolen by Harkless. Elijah, he feeds up to Plumel for three. That one, another at the bottom of the net. He had 20 last night. And starting things off from beyond the arc right there as the Big Ballers strike first. Answering quickly right back is Zachary Chappelle. And on the other end, layup hit nicely by Anthony Langston. Getting the start tonight. A turnover. Lamelo skips over far left side. Plumel another three. Make him 2 for 2. Don't let him get hot. And a quick timeout by Play Hard, Play Smart. They did not like how things were shaping up.
And I agree with you about Pluma. Don't let him get hot, because if he gets hot, who knows what he can do, because he is an outstanding shooter. He can shoot the ball. And I give Ball credit. They play well off of each other. They do a very good job of knowing where each other are on the floor. And Ball does a good job of getting Pluma shots, and Pluma knocks him down.
And that's half the battle of the court vision of Lamelo. And again, the IQ, as to be expected, given the fact that he's an incoming junior this year at the high school level. It's not quite anywhere near the high level of IQ that his brother possesses, but you see flashes of it here and there with his ability to find the open man.
Yeah, I mean, I think when
create that
when he gets into a system where it's going to be demanded of him to do things differently or do things a certain way, I think at that point his IQ will take over, and you'll see him be able to integrate himself into whatever it is that the coaching staff may want. But right now, there's a lot of individualism to his game right now, because there's not a lot of demands being made of how he plays.
Jimmy Belts hits a triple to make this 8-5 for Play Hard, Play Smart. It falls right to Pluma again. That one just short. Put back no. Rebound taken by Belts, who hit that triple moments ago. And a skip pass into the baseline around some AAU team members from all different rosters that are on set for Adidas Uprising. And another turnover. It's a bakery all of a sudden between these two teams, as in roughly 3 possessions. I'll go back to Play Hard, Play Smart. Zachary Chappelle controls it. Now Belts run the weave, and he either lost it or was stripped. Too hard to tell from our vantage point. And Pluma might have turned it back over. Let's see. In fact, he did. Neither one of these teams has any interest in possessing the basketball. At least these last now 5 possessions. And Zachary Chappelle will control baseline right underneath Play Hard, Play Smart's own hoop. They feed inside. It's blocked away and sent back. Shot attempt there by Jordan Brown. Great defense by the Ballers. Now Play Hard, Play Smart, second chance. They work it around the horn. 3-pointer too strong. And a travel was called, as skying high for the board there was Elijah Harkless, but he could not contain his momentum, and he walks so yet another turnover. Not the ideal start after that back and forth flurry by both teams.
Yeah, well, I think both teams are showing a little bit of jitters here early.
Rising, hanging, and just missing his Belts, but the putback there by Brown, ranked number 6 on Rivals in the 2018 class. He's got his first points of the ball game, and it's 8-7. Turnover once again by the Big Ballers. Maybe it is jitters. This crowd isn't nearly as large as it was yesterday, but still large amounts of humanity all around court number 5 here in the Cashman Center. Ball finds Pluma. Pluma pump fake. Let the defender fall by him, but couldn't get the layup to go. Harkless gets it. Now back out to Lamelo. He's yet to attempt a shot, and he finds another open man. That's Anthony Langston again. So he's got 4. The lead is 3, 10-7. Chappelle in a trap. They feed to Belts. Risky pass, and it's turned over. Elias King could not hang on to it, so it'll go right back to Big Ballers. Are both these teams just trying to rush their offense, or is it actually solid defensive play there, Francis?
No, it's not solid defensive play, but, you know, Big Baller, we know that they really want to play fast.
There's a 3 hit on the far right side by Faquan Davis. his first triple of the ball game. He had 14 last night. Lead is 6. Lob intended for Brown. That's turned over.
I think it's more, they just need to slow down just a little bit. I don't think play hard, play smart wants to play nearly as fast as Big Baller does, and they got to play to their strengths. They got a 6'11" guy on the post that they need to play through.
Yeah, cannot forget about him. How could you? Another three-pointer there, again by Faquan Davis. So both him and Pluma have hit 2 straight threes throughout this first half, I should say, beg your pardon. Belt's on the other end. He tries to answer. That one spins off, and Pluma has a fast break opportunity off glass and in. Another timeout going to be taken by Play Hard, Play Smart, as Pluma now has 8 for the ball game. Timeout on the court. We'll keep it here, as you take another look at the three-pointers just hit by Davis in sequence there. And in part the reason that the Big Ballers have been able to take command of this one.
Well, they have a philosophy. They have a style of play. They play fast. They shoot the three. They look for early offense. They attack the basket. They know that they're undersized defensively, so they swarm and they'll do some things defensively just to try to get you off balance. But I think the way that they like to play, they understand it. They know it can kind of be feast or famine with how they roll. But I think here early you see Ball has done a nice job of being a facilitator. He's getting the ball to guys that are open. And I think that's a bit of the flash in terms of how high his basketball IQ is. I don't think it's just all about him being a gunner, which he has that reputation. But I think he can reel it in when he needs to, and he understands how to play the game the right way when he really knows that he needs to.
Brown inside missed his first layup there. Got a second chance at it and put it in. He's got 4, and now here come the Big Ballers as their lead has been chopped down to 9, and now back up to 11 on the layup by Anthony Langston, who now has 6 for the game. Ball commits the foul there. Elias King in inside position. So he'll go to the charity stripe for 2 free ones. Elias, the 6'8" small forward in the 2018 class out of Christian Brothers High School. Play hard, play smart, based out of Sacramento, California. A lot of California flavor all along the state here with Adidas.
So you got a little NorCal, Southern Cal rivalry here, a little bit.
That and the Adidas kids knowing that the Big Baller brand is in the house. Both free throws made there by King, his first points of the ball game. 20-11 the score. On the other end, jump shot won't fall just at the foul line for Harkless. Put back by Langston, no. Rebound taken by Brown, and Langston forced a jump ball tie-up. Arrow, they've taken away the arrow. It was initially right at half court on a piece of paper, which was nice. And now it's gone, but they will say it's on this end. Big Ball will keep it. Ball feeds inside. Solid block there by King as Harkless tried to work a little pump fake action. I'm going to say it was last off of him. And it'll go to play hard, play smart. Risky pass over to King. Elias to the rim, too strong. Brown the board, second chance, yes. Jordan's got 6. Lead down to 7. Interesting to see how the Big Ballers respond on a scoring run adversity. As Pluma, he's clearly got the green light at all moments of this game for the Big Ballers. Brown, a little give and go action, able to handle the feed. Put it up and in. 4-0 run for Brown. 8 points for him for the afternoon. 20-15, only a 5-point lead. Feed inside. Big Ballers almost turn it over. Indeed they do. Trying to save that pass was Anthony Langston. He knocked it out of bounds. Jordan to play hard, play smart.
Jordan Brown's presence that time created that turnover as he was there waiting to block the shot, protecting the rim.
Cade Hope checks into the ball game moments ago, and that's the kind of size presence, you mentioned that, Francis, that you want to see out of Jordan Brown. When you look at him at 6'11", in this 2018 class, ranked as high as he is, any of the schools that are tracking him, they always like to be reminded of the type of presence that he can provide underneath the rim. That air ball is rebounded by Lamelo, and here comes Ball. He almost turns it over. And it's saved by Davis. Now they do turn it over. Up the floor we roll. Belts to the rim. Lays it up off glass and in. Jimmy's got 5. Leads down to 3. Big run here for play hard, play smart. Now maybe a chance to tie this or come within 1 as the feed to Brown on the far left wing was interrupted by the foul from Faquan Davis.
Good job by Brown to challenge that three-point shot on the perimeter. Did a good job of closing out, playing big.
And anytime a big man can show versatility on the defensive end, not only to be able to be a presence inside, as you mentioned earlier, Francis, but be able to affect perimeter shooters as well, it's always a plus and always an added element you'd like to see out of any big fella, the likes of Jordan Brown in this case. Brown, I'm going to say he walked, no offensive foul, I'm going to say he hooked him. Hooking foul on Brown. And we'll send it the other way. So instead of a potential three-point play opportunity to bring play smart within either 1 or tie the game, it's an advantage to the Baller brand still, as the first real shot attempt of the game for Lamelo Ball. In fact, the first official shot attempt for him in the game. A foul committed. He'll go to the line for some free throws. Ball hits that first one. He had 36, 12, and 5 last night out of Chino Hills High School in Chino Hills, California. He'll be a junior this year at Chino Hills. Multiple teammates on this roster of big ballers play at Chino Hills with him, along with Compton Magic's own Onyeka Okongwu, one of the top teams in the California area. He makes both, the lead back to 5, and a foul called on the big ballers as an aggressive take to the rim by Traquan Jones.
Which is something that they should continue to do. I mean, there's nobody on the big baller roster that can protect the rim, and they should continue to go hard to the basket, and particularly with the presence of Brown. More than likely, if they miss a shot, he's going to get the rebound and put it back in. Play to your strengths.
That's a solid advantage to have. A luxury that few teams are able to utilize in their arsenal. A 9-2 run right now by play hard, play smart. And big baller brand trying to hold them off. Lamelo, his first real three-pointer of the afternoon, and that one in and out. Rebound ripped and taken by Elias King. They give to Jones. Traquan creates some separation. Finds Dawson. Dawson to the rim. Tough finish with Davis all draped over him. Sets for his points of the ball game, and quickly come the big ballers. Pluma is fouled from behind. Traquan Jones hustled all the way back to make that defensive play. And we'll shoot some free throws for William Pluma.
There's an example in the open court of Ball's vision and his ability to make plays not only for himself but for a teammate, as is a nice pass to get Pluma that layup.
One more free throw coming for Pluma. He splits the pair. Make it 23-20. Now just a three-point advantage, an 11-3 run. It continues, make it 13-3 on the feed to Cade Hope. And they're within 1, 23-22. Davis thought he had a man, almost turned it over. It's to Yarbrough. Yarbrough sets a screen. Lamelo goes around it, forces one up from the elbow. Too strong. Rebound. Tracked down. It looked like it was going to be captured by player play smart and their own Ronald Thompson. But instead it'll stay on this end. Thompson applying pressure to Ball. Lamelo feeds, now they're working around the horn. Davis for 3, too strong. Able to follow his own shot though, get the board, throw it up, and he's fouled as he was draped from behind by Cade Hope. So free throws upcoming for Faquan Davis. He had 14 points and 2 boards last night against SC Supreme in that exhibition. One of the most sorry, let me rephrase that. The most exciting AAU game or even high school game I've ever been a part of.
Yeah, there was a very unique atmosphere in this building last night. But I enjoyed every second of it.
Right back at you, my friend. Davis gets that one to fall. Make it 24-22 now as he hits them both. And a finish on the other end. We're all knotted up. Cade Hope answering from that foul to get those free throws in. And a long two-pointer. Hit right by Davis. And we're trading a track meet right now. Cade Hope in now. We're all knotted up at 26.
Cade Hope and Seth Dawson have come in and did a real good job to help play hard, play smart, get back in this game.
Davis trying to go around a defender. They feed to Pluma. He's all alone. That one an air ball and a turnover. It'll head back to play hard, play smart. Strangely enough, the first time that we've really seen an empty section of seats in that far back corner. I don't know who that's reserved for. It could just be for coaches. Actually, the look at that, it appears to be a coaches section. So the fan intensity's still here, but a lot of games going on all around here in the Cashman Center. I want to remind you that if you want to find out how those games are doing, just open up a new tab and go to adidasuprising.com. You can find all your stats, all your scores, all your schedules, all the information you could possibly want about the Adidas Summer Championships, including brackets, times, and more. Only on adidasuprising.com. 8:43 to go here, first half. Once again, just casual exhibition play for these two teams. And a 17-6 run right now by Play Hard, Play Smart, even though they turn it over there, has gotten them all the way back in this ballgame after being down 20-9 at one point in time. And really that speaks to the defensive end as well as some bad shot selection by the big ballers. Lamelo had a defender draped on his hip. He forced the shot, doesn't get the call. Up the floor we roll. Chappelle, almost a turnover. No, indeed it is. They overshot Hope just a bit. And I got to find the official number of this real quick. We are 8 minutes in, already 13 turnovers combined for both teams. 8 for Play Hard, Play Smart, 4 for Big Baller Brand. Foul on the floor called. King en route to the bucket. It's pretty remarkable, Francis. I mean, people talked about last night, at least some of the critics, that, you know, it wasn't real basketball, or it was, you know, it was just an exhibition. It was sloppy, and rightfully so. But I figured that things would calm down a bit in terms of taking care of the basketball. As that lob in from Lamelo to Harkless to break the tie. I figured the nerves would be more calmed down now. Maybe not.
Well, I think Play Hard, Play Smart, they're just trying to play too fast. But part of that is that the Big Baller Brand defense opens the court up, and they want you to play fast.
Lamelo, teardrop floater up and in. That one was heavily contested. He's got 4. The lead is 4, 30-26. Foul as they were trying to cross the timeline. Committed by the Big Ballers. So we'll reset things on the offensive end for Play Hard, Play Smart. As they find themselves down 4, 30-26. Jones, lob over to King. Now they feed inside. Nice extra pass. Just hot potato. Around the horn they went. And Jordan Brown gets that easy layup. Good find.
Good ball movement against the pressure. And they were able to get the ball to the middle of the floor and then make that extra pass.
Crisp, smart passes as Brown's right there to return that shot to sender. Second chance opportunity. Try to be a behind the back pass, or at least around the defender pass by Harkless. Excuse me, that was actually Christopher Gray that really altered that shot and had the contest on that attempted layup.
Caleb
Jones
Poland
for 3. He got that one. Traquan Jones able to rattle that one home. He's got 4. And it's a lead to Play Hard, Play Smart. Blocked away. That layup contested out of nowhere by Christopher Gray. We're off to the races. Up the floor. A hot contest right there by Langston. And now a foul committed by Play Hard, Play Smart, as the big ballers had their eyes on a fast break. So you track it right now. A 22-10 run has brought Play Hard, Play Smart all the way back from 20-9. That deficit they faced early on in this ballgame.
Well, Caleb Coleman, 23, who just checked into the game for Play Hard, Play Smart. I was just getting ready to say as he blocked that shot. Big-time athlete. Usually comes in and gives them some energy. But that block is an indicator of the type of athleticism that he has. And so you keep an eye on him. He may do something spectacular before this day is over.
He had that solid contest. And like you said, flew out of nowhere at Coleman. Up the floor they run. Jones thought he had a nice look in the corner. That one's too strong. Play Hard, Play Smart, clinging to a 1-point lead. Lamelo thought about pulling in transition. Instead, he feeds over on the far left side to Fountain. That one can't go. Second chance opportunity was never fully gathered by the big ballers. So it'll stay with them as it was last touched by Play Hard, Play Smart, say the officials. Lamelo trying to get it in. Lobs it in. A lot of grabbing on the jerseys that goes uncalled in these games. I'm very surprised by that on that turnover, as they tried to force it into Anthony Langston, but he wasn't ready for it. Brown is all alone. A little highlight, two-handed flush for him. Leads up to 3.
Total breakdown defensively by big ballers.
I don't know where they were on that one. Ball throws that one up there, high off the back iron. That one's too strong. And it goes out of bounds back to Play Hard, Play Smart. Pluma will check back in, as will Faquan Davis. Yarbrough and Fountain will take a seat. Again, another pass from the opposite baseline all the way into the half court to Jordan Brown. But that one rolls away and is last touched by Pluma, so it'll stay with Play Hard, Play Smart. Underneath their own basket, baseline left. Christian Cavani has checked into the ball game for the big ballers. Quick substitution there with 6.5 to go in this first half. 3-point advantage for Play Hard, Play Smart. Lavar Ball having a discussion with the officials, and he's frustrated. Your guess is as good as mine as to what that could be that is frustrating him. Could be a number of things. We're still in the first half. This is a 3-point game. A simple inbound, and they let him get his substitution in.
I don't know. It seems like there's something going on at the scorer's table. I don't know that it's anything that's going on with
I'm just
LeVar
reading body
Ball.
language.
Yeah, I think he was more frustrated with one of his players than he was with the officials. But I think right now there's something going on at the scorer's table that they're trying to get straight.
Now that you say that, I direct my attention to that far side. There is a conference going on between the scoreboard referee and what appears to be the scoreboard operator.
That may have been something that he brought to their
attention.
attention.
And you know what? Just hearing LeVar mention that, he said it's basically a timeout right now. Mm-hmm. It's killing momentum, so that's what he's frustrated with. So I will apologize on that regard then. It was not LeVar doing a typical rant against the officials. It was merely he felt like his team had solid momentum going, and we've essentially taken a timeout here for play. At the end of it all, it's still Play Hard, Play Smart possession. They feed inside to Brown, and Jordan has it knocked away. He was in deep. Lamelo Ball swats that one out of bounds, and it'll stay on this end. They try to lob it in Brown again. He has Pluma on him, did not see him. In a double, Brown working. No friendly rim, and they're going to say he was fouled on the floor. That'll be the 5th team foul on Big Baller Brand. We'll stay on this end once again. They find Jones all alone in the corner for 3. That one too strong. Rebound Brown. Jordan lost it off his shoe. I don't know, they're going to say it was last touched by the Big Ballers. Looked like from our vantage point, he might have just lost it. But again, it'll stay with player play smart. They lob to Brown. Immediately a double comes. Jordan curls around it. Can't get it to go. Gets his own board. Rips it away. A lot of contact. Couldn't turn it home. But Brown will go to the line for 2 free ones.
Well, the lack of size, again, shows itself for big baller. I mean, the biggest guy on their roster is Anthony Langston at about maybe 6'4", 6'5", and they subbed him out and bring in Christian Cavanius. Excuse me.
No, it's okay. I struggled with it as well.
And, I mean, he's 6'1", 6'2" at best, trying to battle Brown at 6'11".
It's a mismatch that Brown's got to be licking his chops at. And that's why, like you said, the doubles are being brought on. Brown missed his free throw, got his own board, got it again on the second miss, and that time he finishes. How about that?
Yeah, Brown lacks some strength. He's also going to have to work on his on his footwork and play big. He tends to play small sometimes by bringing the ball down to the level of the smaller player.
Tough shot off glass there by Elijah Harkless. Brings big baller Brand back within 4. 3-pointers in the air. A 3-pointer rattles out. Rebound Brown. Jordan again. He's got 17. 11 minutes into this ball game. And an air ball taken by Lamelo. He's 2 for 6 to this point.
And he did such a good job early on of getting his teammates involved and really playing a solid floor game. And now he's reverted back to just taking some really ill-advised shots and really hurting his team.
Brown, great vision, able to find Elias King on the far right side of the floor on the right block. He draws contact, and now he'll go to the line for some free ones. King misfires in the first. He'll have one more. Elias out of Christian Brothers High School, a 6'8", small forward in the 2019 class. One more upcoming for King. Sets. Got it. Lead is 7, 39-32. Play hard, play smart, having their way right now. Driving right at the teeth of the defense was Elijah Harkless. He couldn't get it to go. Jordan Brown, the big man's board. He turns away from defenders, and now he's got to get to a guard. Almost traveled with it, indeed he did. Thought he might have gotten away with it, but the far side, or the trailing official, I should say, caught him in the act. Little hand in the cookie jar, and I'll give it right back to Big Baller Brand.
I mean, you like to see guys that can initiate the break off the dribble, particularly at that size, but sometimes it's just best to pick it up.
Yep.
Because possession of the basketball is the most important thing.
Pluma for 3, rattles that one home. William Pluma, he is 3 for 5 from beyond the arc tonight. On the other end, trying to answer that triple, too strong. Brown taps it out. Who's first to get it? It's going to go to Jimmy Belts, and his foul line jump shot is good. Trading baskets now, 41-35, a 6-point lead. Davis, he turns it over, taken by Chappelle. They throw it up the floor to Belts. He can't handle it, and it's taken by Harkless. The track meet rolls on. Pluma to the rim. That scoop layup, no good. Rebound tracked down, though, by Pluma. He almost lost it again in the far right corner. Skips it over. Good ball movement. They find Davis all alone. That one left short. Rebound, though, once again to the big ballers. Fresh 30 for him, approaching the 4-minute mark of this ball game. Pluma wanted to pull. He's got enough space where he could. Lamelo. He says, I'll take one. That one just short. Rebound Brown. Brown met right with Davis at that point. And a timeout taken by Play Hard, Play Smart. Timeout will take one as well. Under 4 to go here in the first half. 41-35 the score after being down 20-9. It's been all Play Hard, Play Smart in this one. Stay with us. We'll have more upcoming after this. You're watching the Adidas Summer Championships right here on Adidas Uprising and Ballislife.com. Welcome back inside the Cashman Center. Jimmy Cook coming to you live alongside Francis Williams here at court number 5. Play hard, play smart with a 6-point advantage over the big ballers of the Big Baller Brand. 41-35 here, under 4 to go in the first half. Ballers with the basketball. Left side, a triple attempted by William Pluma. He has 12 on the game. Now fast break opportunity. Great ball move by Play Hard, Play Smart. And a solid finish there by Zachary Chappelle.
And Seth Dawson his second stint on the court, coming off the bench for play hard, play smart. His energy has given them a boost.
Blocked away by Brown. Another opportunity. Lamelo, he pushed off, offensive foul. Can't do that. Easy call for the officials. It'll turn it right back over to player play smart as there's not a look at that block. Brown says, yeah, no thank you. Try again later.
Well, Big Baller played great when Ball was the facilitator. Now that he's looked to start trying to score the ball, they've really struggled.
Hope they feed inside. Extra opportunity there on the pass to Seth Dawson. He couldn't get that to fall, but he drew contact enough to earn himself some free throws. Dawson, a 6'5" point guard out of the 2020 class. 10 CGM Prep Academy. One more free throw upcoming for him after missing the first. That one goes in for him.
Good looking kid for a player that's only going to be a sophomore this coming season.
Yeah. Pluma.
Great body.
Left side. Definitely going to be a player to watch for as he continues to grow. Pluma, he's the three-point assassin. That one too strong. Davis tried to get the board, but he was too far near the baseline. So it'll go back to play hard, play smart. 44-35. The advantage is 9. Almost a turnover. It's saved all the way into the opposite backcourt and taken by play hard, play smart. Right at the teeth of the defense. A tough take, but a solid finish by Elias King. He's got 5. Ball on the other end, all the way to the rim. Wild shot, misfired. He's now 2 of 9. A strip by Elijah Harkless as Zachary Chappelle tried to go for a fast break layup there. Another look at that one. Excuse me, that was a shot moments ago by Harkless, and now a layup on this end by Traquan Jones. Shot by King moments ago, I should say. Ball had his dribble poked away from him. He retains it, and then hits that layup. Lamelo had missed his last 3 field goals. Gets that one to fall. He's got 8. And a foul called once again on the Big Ballers as it'll send Cade Hope to the foul line. Cade out of Oak Ridge High School, a 6'8" power forward in this 2018 class. That first free throw short. Is the entirety of this drought for the Big Baller brand, Francis, the fact of the point that you've mentioned earlier is Hope misses both those, that LaMelo's gone away from his facilitating role and is trying to just play hero ball?
Not in its entirety, but it has a lot to do with it.
Ball again, that time too strong. Rebound Hope, had it poked away. It falls right into the lap of 2 Big Ballers. Able to finish that off was Harkless. Skip pass in the fast break. Chappelle driving right at the defense to the rim. He's fouled. Credit the foul to Gavanius.
They were just playing with such a great rhythm offensively when he was facilitating. And it just seemed like he flipped the switch and decided, well, I'm going to score now. And it just changed the whole complexion of how they were playing.
And I guess that's the unique aspect as Zachary Chappelle hits his first free throw. The unique aspect of being, or about to be, I should say, a junior in high school was that there's still a lot of changes to your game on a day-to-day. You don't really know what mode you want to be in for the full scale of a game, and trying to figure out when the best time is to utilize those attributes is still something that LaMelo's gonna have to learn. That three-pointer, that one is the first long-distance one we've seen from him in between the circles. Some ooze from the crowd, lead down to 8. Brown, they feed, and a good answer right to Elias King. He's got 7. Melo again, that time just left it short. I would say a heat check, but
no.
You got to make a couple of those.
He's always in heat check mode. And I mean, you know, we talked about it in our open. I mean, that's the nature of how he right now is allowed to play the game.
Yeah.
He's allowed to do that, and it's not considered a bad shot. But those are things that he will have to change as he moves up levels with his game, or if he wants to move up levels, he's going to have to change some of that.
Are you trying to tell me that in 2 years, 3 years, that Coach Alford's not going to be having any of that?
He will not.
First free throw by King is good. Of course not, obviously. One more upcoming for King. Probably a little bit more strict of a coaching regime.
Yeah, and you know, Coach Alford lets his guys play, and you saw their team this year.
Yeah.
It was pretty much all about their offense, and when their defense improved, that's really when they really made their run.
And
but at the same time, it has to be within the framework of the team.
And Lonzo had plenty of shots with that team. The only difference is, though, he was passing as well, facilitating as well, knew how to combine the two, stuff Lamelo still has to learn, and of how to morph those two together, and also most of the time highly accurate when he took those shots. They're high volume, but highly efficient at the pace that he plays.
Yeah, and the one thing about Lonzo, I mean, obviously he's sharing the basketball, which everyone wants to play with a guy that will pass the ball. But, you know, again, a wing, guard type player who rebounds, which you want to see, especially at that size. And when you see guys having a complete game, well, you can live with some of the bad plays that they may take from time to time, or maybe taking a bad shot from time to time. But when everything you do is on the offensive end and you're not giving your team anything to be an all-around player, after a while that gets old.
Foul is committed by William Pluma. And 1:07 to go. This is an interesting approach for these free throws right now. The big ballers clearly in offensive mode, as they've taken 3 of their 5 guys, taking them over to the far right side of the floor instead of lining up in the free throw lane for a board here. 55-43 the score, 12-point advantage. One more free throw upcoming for King. That one he gets to fall. No harm done, I guess, by the spacing there by the big ballers. 1 minute to go in the first half. Ballers down 13. Lamelo sizing up. Almost had his pocket picked. Falling away, tough shot. That one short in a double team. He tried to take that one. And now here comes play hard, play smart. Chappelle, he finds on the wide open far right side Thompson. And now they're gonna call a loose ball foul, I believe. It's gonna go against Faquan Davis. Or will they flip it the other way? Let's see. Now it will be on Davis. And it will send Jordan Brown, a man ranked number 6 in the 2018 class on Rivals. Offers from Arizona, Cal, Nevada, Oregon, St. John's, and UCLA. Left that one short, and it was not a 1-1. We'll try this one more time. Brown was 17 in the first half to this point. Make it 18 after that free throw, and they'll have one more. 19 for Brown, 57-43 the score, a 14-point advantage for play hard, play smart, and Jordan Brown, rightfully so, carrying the scoring load right alongside Elias King, who has 11. Brown takes a seat. Under a minute to go, first half. Pluma for 3, left side, got it. William Pluma the triple. Brings them within 11. Hope tries to answer. He'll try a three-pointer. Misfires on that one. Lamelo takes a look. Leaves it over on the far right side to Treyano. Now Harkless straight on. That one won't fall. 13 seconds to go. Belts trying to beat the halftime buzzer. Almost lost it. They tip it in. Now it goes to Pluma with 5. Ball's getting an opportunity at it. Lamelo. He'll bring it back out. Finds a man. Treyano, his opportunity. No good, ran out of time. So a sloppy end to that first half, rightfully so, given the fact that there were 21 combined turnovers by both those teams. That brings us to halftime. 57-46 at the halftime break, an 11-point advantage for Play Hard, Play Smart over the Big Baller brand. Stay with us. We'll have the second half upcoming after this. You're watching the Adidas Summer Championships on Adidas Uprising and Ballislife.com. Welcome back inside the Cashman Center. Beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Jimmy Cook alongside Francis Williams. Second half set to get underway here between Play Hard, Play Smart and the Big Ballers. Not the Big Baller brand invading this Adidas event as Jones decided to throw it off the backside of Pluma. Didn't work out for him, and now up the way. Pluma to Ball. Lamelo back to Pluma. Tries to make it pay for three. That one, a bullseye. Get it to William. He's got 19. The lead down to 8. Brown tried to get it in one opportunity. Instead, he's just fouled in the act on the right block. And he'll go to the line for a pair. Jordan had 18 points in that first half on an insanely efficient 8 of 10 shooting from the field with 11 boards, already at a double-double.
So it'll be interesting to see how Anthony Langston reacts to being benched basically in the first half. Lavar Ball was not happy with his play, sat him down for about 10 minutes there in the first half. So we'll pay attention to see how he reacts to having to sit down, see if he comes out with a little more motivation.
It will be interesting to see. To be honest with you, was unsure how much of Langston we'd see in general in this game. He didn't get a lot of PT last night. So we'll get a chance to see that firsthand right now as both free throws are misfired. They kick out on the far right corner for Davis, a three. That one is off. And here comes Play Hard, Play Smart. Belt skips in the corner. Traquan Jones for three. Too strong. Now a run out. Davis to the rim, off glass with the ease to the right hand. Nice finger roll. Little kiss off the glass for Davis. He's got 9. And almost another turnover. Leads to a foul committed by the Big Ballers, so we'll send it back this way. A 6-point game, 57-51, just a minute in right now. On the back of that three-pointer from Pluma. They find King, mid-range on the right elbow. That one's good for him. King's got 13. And a three-pointer answered by Faquan Davis. That's a deep triple in the far right corner. And a shoe issue right now. It appeared with Jimmy Belts, and Lavar was out of his seat in the blink of an eye. Up and, I think, issued with the pause of play there by the officials. Here comes Play Hard, Play Smart after the quick drama. 5-point game. All the way to the rim and finishing is Elias King. And here comes the Big Ballers. Pass deep over to Davis. They find Ball. He's all alone. Late contest from Brown. Too late. Money from Lamelo. And this is a 4-point game.
Now there's a shot in rhythm, not forced. He's square. Got time to take a good shot.
Hit it with confidence.
You can live with that.
Foul on a three-pointer committed by Anthony Langston. And you mentioned that he was benched for part of that first half. The last thing you want in terms of trying to make an impact in front of the coaching staff is fouling a three-pointer. Yeah. Or fouling a three-point shooter. At least in this situation. As a solid stretch of momentum for the Big Baller brand, trying to claw themselves back in this game on an 11-4 run right now to open this second half. First free throw missed by Jimmy Belts. We'll have one more. That one off, two more on the three-point attempt. He missed, to this point, the first two. Got 7 for the ball game. These were his first set of free throw attempts. And that one missed as well. Will go 0 for 3. Ball, Euros at the foul line. Ordinarily, you only see that type of footwork on display when you have daylight to lay it up. But in there, he utilized it to throw up a floater, and he draws contact. I mean,
yeah, I think he was.
Where do you gauge that as?
He was more out of control than the fact that the foul was called.
I'll say this much. Lamelo has been incredibly accurate from the foul line in these two performances we've seen from him the last 24 hours. He's 4 for 4 from the line this afternoon, 61-59 now. It's a 2-point game and a foul committed by the Ballers as Traquan Jones took a hard fall at half court. Players hoping there's no moisture around as William Pluma for the Big Ballers points out to the official there is some moisture there. But the officials decide to let it play on. Trying to get it across half court is Chappelle. He almost had his pocket picked. Now he gets it back. Almost had his pocket picked again. Bodies everywhere. And upset with that tackle from behind to try to get possession on the ball was Faquan Davis. He was not having any of that.
Well, there's no one on the court right now that's any tougher than Davis. He's always around the ball when it's loose. He's got a nose for the ball, and he's tough.
A true sense of ferocity within him. And take another look at that. He was having none of that.
Play hard, play smart. Coach just told his players that they need to be more aware of passing the ball and quit trying to beat this pressure with the dribble.
And going back to that play, Davis was lucky he didn't get a tentacle on the ball spike. Officials let them play on wisely, but it's a very risky play as they're within 2 right now. Lamelo to the rim, tried to hit a circus layup, but drew contact. So he'll go to the line for 2 free ones, which has been pretty automatic for him in these summer championships. He's 4 of 4 at the line right now. 16 points to his credit, 6 boards, 5 assists.
See, he had Langston on the slip, and you just like to see him make that pass to keep his teammates involved and maybe get him going.
He rattles that one. Takes a couple bounces off the front iron and then rolled home. One more for Ball. That one he hits as well. Make him 6 for 6 from the charity stripe this afternoon. And make it a tie game, 61-all. Here 3 minutes in to this second half, and a timeout taken by Play Hard, Play Smart. We'll take one as well. We will indeed. Knotted up at 61 apiece with 13 minutes to go here in court number 5. You're watching the Adidas Summer Championships right here on AdidasUprising.com. Welcome back inside the Cashman Center. Jimmy Cook alongside Francis Williams. Exhibition play continuing here. Here comes Play Hard, Play Smart. All knotted up at 61. Count it, put him on the line. Or are they going to say offensive foul? They will indeed. They will say offensive foul. Hard to tell between the players at our vantage point here, courtside, opposite end of the scorers table, by the officials' hand gestures, is whether or not that was actually an and-one opportunity. It looked like initially. Instead, it was a turnover to the Big Ballers, and then the Big Ballers a long-range shot with insane confidence by Lamelo Ball. Kicks off the rim, goes out of bounds. Here comes Play Hard, Play Smart. Belts. Blocked from behind by Lamelo. What a defensive play. He finds Pluma. William thought about transition. So they move it around the horn. Davis steps into a 3. Too strong. Rebound. Gathered by Thompson. Give to Brown. Jordan forced it all the way into the coaches section. That one's a turnover. And the turnover counter reads 26 combined for both teams. They don't have over-unders for AU basketball. Ball on the right side. Drives, now they're working around the horn. Pluma, extra pass. Ball will rise from the corner. That one an air ball. Rebound able to be corralled by Langston. Now Davis puts it on the deck. Leaves for Ball. Lamelo able to scoop it up and in with the finger roll. Pretty take around the defender and gives the lead back to the Big Ballers. King to tie. Steps into mid-range. Too strong. Rebound, who's last off of? They'll say the Big Ballers touched it last. It'll stay on this end for Play Hard, Play Smart. Now down 2. A 15-4 run to open, 17-4 run to open this half by the Big Ballers. As Brown puts it on the deck to tie, miss it. Got his own board though. Second chance, no. Third chance for him. He'll power around defenders. A lot of contact, got it to go. He wanted some and-one action. None for him, but he's knotted things right back up. That finish. Lamelo trying to break the tie once again. High off the glass, and then he saw Brown coming and decided to throw it up off the window. Give the lead now to Big Ballers, 64-63. Skip into Brown, extra pass. Great vision by Brown to see King on the left block.
And that's one of the more impressive parts of Brown's game for a big man. He has the ability to...
Ball steps into a triple. That one, use a little crossover between the legs. Pluma couldn't save it, and we'll send it back the other way.
He has the ability to get the ball to teammates on time and on target. And he has very good vision in terms of just making a quick look, taking a snapshot, seeing what's available, and making a quick decision.
A 1-point lead in hand for Play Hard, Play Smart. Brown again, same pass, same result, and put him on the line. Again, the Big Ballers fall asleep as it's Elias King. Essentially the same play. They feed initially in the post to Brown, who feeds right to King when they bring the double. And now an opportunity for an old-fashioned three-point play for Elias. He's now got 19. And he converts it home. 20 for the game for Elias King. The lead is 4. 68-64, advantage, Play Hard, Play Smart. Ball around a screen. He floats that one up there and in. And now suddenly those teardrops are going left and right for Lamelo. He's got 24. 8 of 19 from the field. 7 boards and 5 assists. Rounding out his stat line. Chappelle hit the deck, almost turned it over. Davis was there to apply pressure. Call a jump ball tie up, and let's see where the arrow's headed. And a technical foul has been assessed to who?
I think they called it on Pluma.
For what? I'm all for earning your technical fouls, but what did he do?
Not sure. There was a little something extra going on down at the bottom of the pile there. When the hands were being extended to help him up.
The biggest confusion with me there was everybody was up at that point. Like that was, I know what you're saying. Like we were just theorizing of what it could be, but that was a solid 5 seconds after everybody was standing up, and they decided to tee up Pluma.
Well, looks like maybe they waved it off.
Did they rescind the technical? Lavar is having a good time. That's really all that matters, right? Oh, man. We're going to take a look at, apparently, Lavar taunting the ref. Here we go. Why not? Rolling with it. As action here on the reset, 69-66, advantage to the Big Ballers, and we've been told by our staff that there's some shot clock issues right now. Which has led to this stoppage in play. It's either shot clock or full-scale scorers table issue. Not 110% sure. This is a big momentum killer right now for Big Baller brand, given the fact they're on a 23-9 run to open this half, and that's really what's brought them back into this game, Francis.
Yeah, I mean, they did come out in the second half playing much better than they did the way they ended the first half, but you know, unfortunately the stoppage in play to try to correct the shot clock issues does give Play Hard, Play Smart a little opportunity to kind of catch their breath and regroup.
Definitely much needed for them the way this half has opened up. You've seen a number of runs, a 22-10 run. Excuse me, in total, they outscore the Big Baller brand 48-26 in the first half after being down 20-9. And then the rally was turned on by the Big Baller brand slowly but surely in the second half, outscoring Play Hard, Play Smart 23-9 to make it 69-66. And Lavar has told all of his players to sit down. He's instructed his players to take a rest. He's going to do the same and sit on the floor as we wait for these issues to be handled. And now he's doing crunches.
Nice, Terrell Owens.
This is why they called this an exhibition, by the way. I want to clarify that for the folks at home.
He loves the attention.
Some people love to shine in the spotlight, right? Lamelo as we resume action. His pump fake rattled that one home. What an impressive take for Lamelo Ball. He's got 24. We're all knotted up at 68. (70-68) the score, as your online stats different now from our in-house board. All knotted up at 70. There we go. We had an issue with the scorebook here on the stream. Now all knotted up at 70 apiece as Brown tried to break the tie. He couldn't get it to go. Up the floor, they find Pluma. Pluma rising fire for three. Bang, he got it.
He can really shoot the basketball. He's a great standstill shooter.
And a quick release to boot on that one. Brown, there it is again. He waits for contact this time, does Elias King. They reversed it instead of going from right block to left block to right block action that time, as the Big Ballers intent to continue to bring over doubles, and we didn't see those kind of adjustments yesterday by SC Supreme. Granted, they didn't need them. They won the contest at the end of the day, but didn't see a lot of that.
I'd really love to see Brown, see how effective he would be at the high post against a zone.
Right.
Because he's very confident with turning and facing, and has just delivered some passes right on the money. Very good interior passing.
The way they've used him today, that would be very interesting to see, no doubt. Brown will take a breather as Cade Hope comes into the ball game.
Cade Hope played well in the first half.
73-71 the score. That teardrop floater misfired by Ball, and Hope able to get the board. Play hard, play smart. They lob it in deep. King finishes, able to gather himself, figure out where he was in relation to the bucket, and we're all knotted up at 73. Elbow jump shot. That one good from King. 75-73, 2-point advantage for the Big Ballers. High jump shot that was misfired by Thompson. He tried to follow his own miss, couldn't corral it, and as both teams fought for the board, be the last off of play hard, play smart. Give it to the Big Ballers, up 2 with 10 minutes even to go in this second half.
You know, and
all the way to the rim, too strong, and a foul drawn though by Elijah Harkless, who you were about to mention,
yes,
Francis.
Harkless is a good player. You know, he plays hard. He does a lot of the dirty work. He's willing to stick his nose in there. He's undersized, battling against 2 days in a row against teams that are much bigger than he is. But I really like the way Harkless plays, and he's a selfless player. He's just doing what he can to try to help his team win.
Harkless 0 of 1 at the foul line prior to that free throw. Now 0 for 2 for the game. He's got 12 points and 5 rebounds to his credit here this afternoon. Got that one to go, splitting the pair. Makes a 3-point lead, 76-73. Skip pass, far left side. Belt puts it on the deck. He feeds inside to Hope. He checks. He goes up and finishes. Great strong take there by Cade Hope. He's got 8. And they're within 1, 76-75. Pass knocked out of bounds. It'll stay sideline left. Ball will be the trigger man. He gets it in. Davis feeds over to Harkless. Harkless, little jab action. They find Ball, and the hands up by Traquan Jones slightly blocked the vision of Lamelo. He couldn't find that pass. But he's able to reach a turnover there. He found that one. Lamelo hustling back. They feed it right to him. To the rim. No, he can't turn it home. He really turned on the second gear there to make that cut. And now he earns himself some free throws. It's amazing to me when guards like that are able to just turn it on. Hit the second gear, and they're exactly where they want to be.
Yeah, well, change of pace can be such an important advantage when a player understands how it can affect their game. You know, a lot of guys can only play at one speed. They play fast, and if fast doesn't work, they try to play faster. But if you can play under control and understand how you can change speeds and change pace, it can be a very effective weapon.
First free throw of the afternoon missed by Ball. But he'll make it 77-75, and that three-pointer on the far right side by Jimmy Belt gives the lead back to play hard, play smart. Ball thought about being all alone. Instead, the unselfish play to Pluma for three. He misfires off the back iron. Rebound controlled by the Ballers. Harkless feeds over to Pluma again, opposite side. That time, it's all net. And a 2-point lead for the Ballers. Brown back in the ball game for play hard, play smart. Jordan falling away, too strong, and a late foul called. I believe they're going to hit Anthony Langston with that one. Indeed, they will, and it'll send Jordan Brown to the foul line. Brown has had himself quite a day. 23 points and 13 rebounds on 10 of 13 shooting. He's 3 of 7 from the foul line today. Trying to tie this thing up once again. That one rolls in for him. One more upcoming. He gets that one to take a friendly bounce, making them both. Giving him 25 for the afternoon and tying us up at 80. Now a steal. Brown behind the back. Lost the handle, out his pocket pick. Lamelo has it. Up the floor we go. Play hard, play smart. Back quick on defense. Lamelo fell to the floor, and then call a late foul against play hard, play smart. Wasn't sure about that one. It'll be a sideline out of bounds. Or will it be free throws? They're going to say indeed that is the penalty in effect now for play hard, play smart, which means free throws the rest of the way should a foul be committed by play hard. And Big Baller Brand the beneficiaries. Lamelo at the foul line, 24 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists for him. Make it 25 points as he's 7 of 8 from the charity stripe. Improved his overall shooting percentage to this point. He was 2 of 7 at one point, now 8 of 19. Making 6 of his last 12. And up the floor they run. Brown, that time gets the friendly kick off the rim to knot us back up at 82. Skip pass. They work it to the top of the key. That one just rattles out for Langston. Here comes play hard, play smart, trying to regain the lead. Feed inside to Brown. Great hustle there by Faquan Davis. Came out of nowhere. He knocked it out of bounds, though, so it'll stay on this end. Play hard, play smart basketball underneath their own hoop. Side baseline right. And lob it in. Right to Brown. A lot of contact. Fought for his own rebound. Second chance. Lamelo was there to contest. He altered the shot a bit. And the rebound fought for and taken by Davis. He leaves for Lamelo. Off glass and in. Unselfish play there by Davis. Lamelo gets that to work. Now Pluma on the defensive end.
Davis and Harkless.
Active hands there by Lamelo. He makes the steal. Trying to add to this 2-point lead. What a pass there. And a reverse layup finish. What a pretty move by Elijah Harkless. An even better find for Lamelo Ball. And the lead now 4 with 7.5 to go. Brown works with it. Little hop step. And he's fouled. Earned himself 2 free throws.
Again, I love the energy and effort that Davis and Harkless play with for Big Baller Brand. Now that time, Lamelo Ball picks up the loose ball in the open court and makes a nice pass to get Harkless a layup. And again, I just think that
there's a look at that ball layup, and then another look at the nice feed from
pass,
Ball that you talked about.
I mean, we see the glimpses of when he's playing the right way, how effective he can be. But in the second half, his shot selection has been a little bit better. But, you know, everything looks better when the ball's going in the basket. He's just shot it a lot better here in the second half. The floaters and going to the basket, he's been a lot more effective.
He has all the raw materials to be a pretty good ball player. Whether it pans out remains to be seen, but the raw skills are there. Brown knocks that first free throw in. He's got 28. Make it 29 for the game. And it's a 2-point ball game, 86-84. Also 13 boards as well for Jordan Brown. Harkless gives the ball. Lamelo around a screen. Great bounce pass between the seam. Harkless behind the back. And a good finish there by Yarbrough. No, it's too strong. And now we'll go the other end. The weave in full effect. Tough layup there by Belts. And big ballers dodge one there. Skip pass to Davis. Davis finds Pluma. He drives. Almost had his pocket stripped. Jump ball tie-up almost forced. Pluma on the deck. Bodies everywhere. And they will, in fact, call a jump ball tie-up. Arrow headed to the big ballers. Excuse me, headed to play hard, play smart, it appears.
But again, Harkless, behind the back pass there that Yarbrough couldn't convert the layup. And you see him run the floor and challenge that shot.
Yeah.
And doesn't allow that layup to be made. And it's just that energy and effort that Harkless plays with. I love that, and I love the same thing from Davis also.
And a lot of scouts love that as well, a player's ability to be able to give everything they have on both ends of the floor. They're going to take high risks. They're going to do it on both ends. A three's in the air. A three is to the bottom of the net. Jimmy Belts with that one. And a lead now to play hard, play smart, 87-86. 6.5 to go. Ball working the handles. Drives right at Brown. Too strong. Put back. And a rebound by Harkless. Now to Ball. That one won't go for him. And Brown skies high for the board. Jordan leaves it right to Chappelle. Chappelle up the way to Jones. Jones finds a man left side. That one won't fall for Belts after he hit the triple moments ago from the same spot. And here come the ballers. Lamelo, great pass. Active hands there, though, by Belts. Brown able to secure the turnover. And he's fouled from behind. Davis and Yarbrough are both there. He's able to go on Davis. That'll be his third. And he'll lead to free throws for Jordan Brown. He's going for an even 30 at the foul line, assuming that is the call here. I beg your pardon, it's not going to be a penalty in effect yet. So it'll be a sideline out of bounds, say the officials. We'll wait to see if they change that. There's been issues at times. And indeed, that is exactly what happened. The officials lost track a bit. And Brown will be shooting two. Right here. He's got 30. 30 points and 15 boards on 11 of 16 shooting. Not a bad afternoon for the player ranked number 6 in the 2018 class. Misfires on that one. Lead is 2, 88-86, approaching 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Ball hesitates. Lamelo looking for some space. He feeds inside. Blowing the layup, though, was Harkless. Lamelo dives for that. He somehow saves it. Right to Pluma. And bodies everywhere. A slide tackle almost. They're going to say it went last off of the big ballers as Brown slipped on the deck, and now they'll flip the call. Two big ballers. Brown had slipped, and he took out Pluma with him. That could have been ugly. Moisture all over the floor. So our staff here with Adidas Uprising and Cashman Center cleaning everything up.
Yeah, well, good hustle by Ball in the early part of that play to keep the ball from going out of bounds. And his tip saved it to keep it going initially for a big baller. And then again, a little bit of a scrum there. And good job by the official to correct his call and make sure that he gets it right.
Officials are working to improve their jobs, as are these AAU players hunting for scholarships. After the inbound from Ball, big ballers almost turn it over. Now they get it free. No, Jones is going to steal it. And what handles here in the fast break. Now he finally has his pocket stripped. Harkless up the way. Brown easily knocks it right into the hands of Belts. A track meet pace, and Ball swung the arm to get that steal. And almost any time, we just call it the tree trunk swing. If you go down with enough force like that, 9 times out of 10, they're going to get you with the whistle.
Call the foul, yeah. But a little careless play in that sequence by both teams. Just, again, you got to value the basketball. You can't just toss that thing around like it's a hot potato. You got it in your possession. You want to keep it and allow yourself to get a good shot.
So Belts will go to the foul line with a 2-point lead in hand. 88-86 your score. That one good for Belts. He'll have one more. Belts out of Jim Elliott Christian High School. That one good for the 6'2", 2017 shooting guard. Harkless up the way, scoop layup. It takes the wrong bounce, and the rebound squirts right to Davis, though. He finds Ball. Lamelo puts it on the deck. Teardrop floater right at Brown. He got it to go. Brings it within 2, 90-88.
There's that loose ball, 50-50 ball that you hear so much about, and who comes up with it?
The big ballers.
Davis.
Davis right there, your boy. He's been all over the floor tonight. Diving out of bounds, trying to save that was Pluma. It lasted off of him, so it'll stay with play hard, play smart. 5:01 to go. Play smart, clinging to a 2-point lead. What a back and forth game we've seen. Not a lot of lead changes, but both teams going on runs to try to recline the mountain. Either make a game of this, tie it up, or take leads. 9 lead changes for the game. Brown, the deep lob all the way to the rim, off glass and in. 4-point lead. Harkless hesitates. Nice stutter step. Brown there to contest. Rebound, though, for the Ballers. Pluma for 3. Too strong. Brown gathers the board. A lot of contact. It squirts loose. Lamelo, he's going to gather that and then immediately shoot it up in the air. That one a bit of a too quick release. It's off just short. And here comes play hard, play smart. Belts able to maintain possession. Rise and fire for 3. That one too strong. Rebound. Falls to the Ballers. Under 4.5 to go. Ball. Lamelo floats it up there again. Another teardrop floater. And we're within 2, 92-90, says Big Baller Brand. Play hard, play smart, trying to answer. Thompson, the feed inside, swatted away. They're called a late foul, I believe, on Lamelo, as he was there right to get up there and contest. Jordan Brown shot, and will send Brown to the foul line. 32 points on 12 of 17 shooting for Jordan Brown. He's also got 16 boards.
Might have been clean.
It looked like Balls was clean. If it was on the body of, I believe that was Harkless down there, then maybe that's your whistle, but that would look like a clean block from Lamelo. And the first free throw missed.
And the ball
don't lie.
Don't lie.
Officially in the scorebook, that was indeed a foul on Lamelo Ball. So our cameras, you be the judge on ballslife.com. Looked like a foul on our end. Or looked like a clean block, I should say, on our end. Both free throws missed. There you go. The wise words of Rasheed Wallace in effect once again. That three-pointer in the air to the bottom of the net for Davis. Lead is the Big Baller Brand, but now all the way to the rim. A lot of contact. Jones goes right off the right block, and the lead back to play hard, play smart. Track meet once again in full effect. Pluma almost has his pocket picked. Skips over to Harkless. He sees daylight. Euros. Leaves to Yarbrough. Now Davis. Far right side. Skips over to Harkless. Harkless finds Lamelo. Ball just throws it up there off glass. Too strong, but he tips out his board. Right to Pluma for 3. He got it. What a wild play by Ball.
Get an assist on that?
We'll have to wait and see what the scorecard says, but able to follow his own shot. He might as well get one. Leads up to 2. Circus shot. A scoop layup. Blocking foul called on the drive. Aggressive take there by Zachary Chappelle.
Well, assist or not,
and an opportunity to tie the game at the foul line.
You give him credit for his tenacity in going after the basketball and being smart enough to tip it to a teammate, which leads to a 3.
The shooters that can become arguably the very best in the game are typically able to know immediately when they release it whether or not a shot's going in or not. Their Ball knew this one's probably going short, cracked it down, and the heads-up tap right to Pluma for the triple. Splitting the pair there is Chappelle. 1-point game, 96-95, approaching 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Ball hesitates, crosses over, showing off the handles, pushes off for the long jump shot. Kick it to go in the mid-range. Brown the board. Traquan Jones trying to beat the trap. Instead, he skips it way into the stands. Turnover right back to the Ballers with a 1-point lead in hand. Under 3 to play. That one he saw Belts on the far left side. And again, you mentioned it, trying to force the issue and break that pressure initially led to that turnover.
He was being pressured, though, and everybody ran off and left him.
Ball blocked from behind by Chappelle. As Lamelo didn't see him.
Yeah, you don't want to see that ball get turned over the way it did, but everyone on the play hard, play smart ran off and abandoned him in the back court. He didn't have anybody to pass it to.
Ball for 3 off the give and go from the inbound. It can't be handled initially by play hard, play smart. They'll say the big Ballers touched it last. So they'll switch it this way to play smart with 2:42 to go. They trail by 1. Jones tried to get it in. He does to Chappelle. Now Jones, they're trying to break this pressure. He spins around Ball. Jones picks it up, gives to Hope. Now feed inside to Brown. Brown right back to Hope. What a find, what a cut from Hope. And they've taken the lead.
Another fine interior pass by Brown.
Ball blocked, or impeded, I should say, by the defender. And he's fouled. So he'll go to the line for 2 free ones. And again, you mentioned it, Brown's vision in that low post, second to none right now. Able to once again find a fellow big man with the cut, heads up cut there by Cade Hope. He's got 10 for the ball game. As Lamelo Ball at the foul line, knocking both those down and making this a 1-point advantage for the big Ballers. Now they steal it. Lamelo finds Davis, little pump fake to create some separation, puts on the deck for 3. That one's short. Rebound Jones. Jones going around defenders, almost lost it, and who's the last off of? The trailing officials are going to say it was last off of the big Ballers. Excuse me, last off of play hard, play smart, possession to the big Ballers. Lamelo thought about rising, the hesitation to the rim, off glass and in. 3-point lead, under 2 to go. Big Ballers looking to get their first win, even in exhibition play, here in the Cashman Center. 3-pointer, that one contested, could not fall for Jimmy Belts. They'll say it's last off the big Ballers, though. Good news is, at least for play hard, play smart, there's plenty of time right now, 1:45 to go, still full shot clock in play. They have the ball and they're only down 3. You don't necessarily need the triple. They find Belts. Jimmy lost his shoe. He feeds it over to King, off glass, got it to fall down. And dropping the bottom of the net, the officials call my time for the official as Lamelo pulled up from just beyond half court during that brief stoppage. 1-point advantage for play hard, play smart. 100-99 the score. As Lamelo took a glance at the big board to get the game reset. Ball around a screen. He found Yarborough. Extra pass, a 3-pointer in the air, a 3-pointer through the bottom of the net. What a time for that triple by Davis. And the lead to 4, 103-99, and a turnover by play hard, play smart. Everything going the way of the big Baller brand right now.
You know, one thing that's impressive about big Ballers is their conditioning. Now they've only gone 6 deep, if I'm not mistaken, today, because Langston again has spent most of the second half here on the bench.
They feed to Harkless.
And the conditioning of these 5 guys is pretty impressive because they never stop. They are relentless.
Harkless crossover jumper. That might be the one that puts this one in the cooler.
Love Harkless. Love the way he plays the game. He and Davis both.
Chappelle walks it up, 6-point game, under a minute to go. Remember, no elimination game right now, just exhibition play. Brown throws it up there, draws contact, and he'll go to the line for 2 free ones. We've talked about the impressive performance to this point from Jordan Brown. 32 points, 17 rebounds. Shooting 12 of 17 from the field and 8 of 15 from the foul line. There must be some issues with the moisture on this basketball. This is about the 4th or 5th time they've stopped play to wipe off the basketball due to some moisture. as Jordan Brown wanted to clean off his leg there a bit. Perhaps some potential moisture, as the officials want to make sure there's no blood or anything coming from him. Everybody's all good, and Brown will try these free throws. Brown ranked number 6 on Rivals for his class. That one rolls home for him. Give him 33 for the game. One more upcoming to cut this lead down to 4 with 55 seconds to go. That one he left short, and it's tipped. Going to be handled just barely by the big ballers. Here comes Lamelo. They feed it right over to Yarbrough. Now Harkless to the rim, and that one he just threw up there and it went in. Why not? 107-100.
He is becoming my new favorite, most favorite.
Jones
favorite
out
player.
front. That one rattles out. Rebound taken by Harkless. And it's going to be last off of Brown. Shot clock turned off. 29 seconds to go. Big Ballers seconds away from getting their first win here at the Cashman Center. Harkless walks up the floor, right side, crosses over on Brown. He's going to go to the rim and throw it down. The exclamation point dunk by Elijah Harkless. 109-100 on the other end, all the way to the rim, and the finish by Zachary Chappelle. 9 for him now, 21 for Harkless. Seconds ticking down. They want another highlight play, it looks like. Ball right underneath the hoop. He lays it up off glass and in as the horn sounds. So make it 38 points for Lamelo Ball. A 111-102 victory for the Big Ballers, their first win here at the Cashman Center. 38 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists. He flirted with a triple-double once again, did Lamelo Ball, and they win 111-102. Stay with us. We'll have our next matchup between the Compton Magic and the New England Players. After this, you're watching the Adidas Summer Championships on AdidasUprising.com.